Costa Maya, and you can see that the sea swells are rather high, and this carnival ship is very close to the back of our ship. They don't need to hit anybody else, considering they've already hit two of their ships. The sea swells are very high. It took quite a while to actually get parked here in port. But it's very nice out otherwise. It's pretty warm, dry, but very windy. Good morning. So we are heading up to breakfast. It is currently about 9:20 here in Costa Maya, Mexico. It is incredibly windy, and we're docked at the pier, and the boat is still swaying from side to side, so it's actually difficult to walk a straight line. But Trevor does have a helpful tip. Trevor, do you want to let our viewers know what your tip is?
If you ever lose your key card, it will 100% of the time always be in the pants that you wore yesterday.
That's a very
Every
useful
time.
tip.
Every time.
That tip has come in handy already a couple times for me. So thanks for the advice.
I got you.
Here in the garden buffet, having breakfast on this beautiful Wednesday. This is Costa Maya. You can see off in the distance, it looks like a water park. And then there's the port area. And all the people walking off the ships to the port. How's your breakfast, Trevor?
I got a lot of bacon.
A lot of bacon? Is it good bacon?
It's real good.
Cinnamon roll, hash brown, good hash browns. My sister would go nuts over these hash browns. But she's going on this cruise in like a month and a half, so I've got some, I don't even know what kind of bacon they call this, but
That looks like a really flat pork chop.
it looks like a pork chop, but it's called bacon. You got cinnamon roll, eggs benedict, and some beans.
A few moments later.
You can see just how much this ship is moving from the waves. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think they're abandoning ship. This is crazy.
It's leaving.
Oh my god, look at that.
Oh my god.
I think they're abandoning ship. That was the emergency sound. This is crazy. That's like 20-foot waves. Look at how it comes down the one back. Good luck!
Okay, guys, please. Behind the
So the Royal Caribbean ship just tried to dock here in Costa Maya and was unable to do so. They are plowing. Getting out of here. And there goes the Royal Caribbean ship. Just tried to park here in Costa Maya and couldn't because of the strong wind. So they tried it, didn't happen, so now they're getting out of here. Where they're going to go, I have no idea. Here we are in the beautiful port of Costa Maya. If you ever come to Costa Maya, it's a great place to just hang out at the port. Just beautiful flamingos, all kinds of birds everywhere. There's a massive pool in the middle of the port that anybody can go into. It's free. It's a really nice port, lots of shopping, everything's easily accessible. And you've got lots of cool creatures to look at. Here is the big pool bar that they have here in Costa Maya. Swim up, get yourself a drink. We left Costa Maya just a few hours ago. This afternoon we hung out at the pool, went on a couple water slides. And that's pretty much what we've been doing. So next stop, unfortunately, is New Orleans. Tomorrow we do have a sea day, so I'm not really sure what we're going to get up to tomorrow. This evening after dinner, we don't have much planned other than the show tonight is going to be $1 Million Quartet. So not sure what to expect with that. So hopefully we'll have an exciting evening and then a nice sea day. So as you saw earlier, the seas were really rough. It looks to have calmed down a little bit, as you can see. Nonetheless, it's pretty smooth sailing right now, not much rocking. And it looks like we're going to have a really nice sunset this evening. So I'll talk to y'all soon. We are here in the Tropicana room for dinner this evening. Not really sure what I'm going to have, but you can take a look at the menu and leave a note in the comments on what you think you would be having. The grilled watermelon steak salad, that sounds good. As does the classic Caesar and the smoked duck. And this is the grilled New York strip steak that Trevor had last night that was delicious. The pasta Newburgh sounds good. And that's about it on the mains, I think. And maybe the base scallop. Oh, that's what I just said. Yeah. That's pretty much the only thing on here that I think I would like. So here we have the duck salad and the watermelon steak salad. You already had the duck salad though, right?
I did.
How was it?
It was really good. It's like sweet, thick cut bacon. And I usually don't like slaw, but it goes really, really well with it's apple slaw, and then I don't know what the other thing was, but it goes well with that too, and it's like two completely separate flavor combinations.
I'm excited.
What is that?
Here, I'll get to that in a minute. Please wait.
Sir.
Here we have the lamb curry, for those of you that like Indian food. What is that?
Cuban chicken.
Cuban chicken. That looks delicious.
Oh, potato chips.
These are the yuca chips. We got the skirt steak over here, medium rare, and the some kind of Newegg-based scallop pasta. So, looks delicious. So after eating all that food for dinner, I don't think we're going to partake in the dessert, but if you're interested, here's what's on the menu for dessert this evening. If I was going to get anything, it would probably be the carrot cake. But I think we're going to pass. How was the spa?
It was warm.
It was warm, but it was still really good though, right?
Yeah.
And now we're going to what?
Ice cream?
We have to, we're going, okay. Only enough room for one person in the hallway at once, right?
Right, that's right.
Have to go into a siding like a railroad.
Unless you're on the debarkation deck.
Oh yeah, and then there's like enough room for 6 or 7 wide. Grace, we need to say hello. We're vlogging.
Oh,
Say hi. This is Grace. This is our room steward. She's fantastic. So if you're ever on the Norwegian Getaway, make sure to ask for Grace.
She made us 3 animals.
Yes, and and they don't do towel animals anymore. So Grace is amazing.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
great day.
Thank you.
So this is the pool deck at nighttime, all lit up. During the day though, this place is crazy busy. Like you cannot get a seat in a hot tub. And the pool is actually not heated like I thought it was, so keep that in mind when you're on your Caribbean cruise, that the pool water is quite cold until you get in and get used to it. Up here we've got the drop slide. Here is the slide area. We've got the purple slide, which is more for kids. It's a little bit slower. Then you've got the orange and red racer slides. You've got the blue and green drop slides. And then you've got the pool over here in the middle. So this is kind of what it looks like from the center. The pool's only about 4.5 feet deep, so not too deep. And then the other side, the bigger side is a little over 3 feet. So on this side of the pool deck, you've got the kids' play area. Kind of their splash zone. None of the water effects are on though right now. So now we're off to go get some ice cream. This is life. There's 4 of these machines out here in the buffet, right next to the wonderful sundae bar. And you got the cake.
Is that hot fudge? It's good. I like it. It's chocolatey.
Wonderful.
It's so chocolatey.
Is it delicious? Mm-hmm. So we just went and saw the $1 Million Quartet, which was a hell of a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Definitely need to go see that show when you're on board the Getaway. Do not miss it. That kind of music is not my cup of tea, but the show was really good. So after that, we hung out a little bit at the afterglow party, and now we're just chilling out in the arcade. Here's a little bit of a show for you. A very good morning to you. This is unfortunately our last day, which is thankfully a sea day because we love sea days. And so it's, what is it, 8:45 right now. We're having our breakfast in the garden buffet. It's a beautiful day outside, very few clouds, warm, about 85 degrees. And we're currently having breakfast in the garden buffet. We were fortunate enough to get a really good view table sitting at the very back of the ship, so you can see our view here. Wake view is the best view, right? What do you have for breakfast today?
Bacon.
Bacon, more bacon, and some hash browns. And how's the potatoes?
I like them better than the hash browns.
Better than the hash brown? Why? Let me steal one.
I don't know if these are as good as they were yesterday.
They're kind of soggy.
They were crispy yesterday.
Oh, no, I like the hash browns. I've got a smorgasbord of hash browns, 2 different kinds of bacon, a sticky bun, some French toast, and eggs Benedict. So that's what's for breakfast. So we just finished breakfast and checked out the shops. They do have some things that are a decent price. Other than that, most everything is stuff that you can get import for quite a bit cheaper. So now we are out on the waterfront making our way to the front of the ship, or the bow for all you nautical people. Bow of the ship, going to go play some shuffleboard. Be advised though, the shuffleboard is on a slanted deck, so you have to play the curve. If you don't play the curve, you're never going to have a chance of getting any points. Here we have the illustrious bake shop. You can see all the different sweets and treats.
Bonbon.
Bonbon.
$2 for a bomb?
Here's a look at the menu for the sweets and treats. This used to be like the cake guy. What was his name in the food channel, I think? And all these different cupcakes. Yes. Yeah. It's rather expensive. And then on the other side, you got the gelateria. So we had lunch this afternoon in the churrascaria at Moderno. And it was pretty good. They have specials in there each day, kind of to take the crowds away from the buffet, which, by the way, has been really slow, I guess would be the word. It's been very undercrowded, not like most buffets that we've been to on cruise ships before. It's been absolutely no problem finding a table. Most of the time, we got a table by the window and toward the back of the ship. The lines have never been very long at all at the buffet, so it's been really nice. So I think what they kind of do is spread people out to go to different venues across the ship for both lunch as well as dinner. It's been a really crummy day though, so right now we're probably about 200, maybe 300 miles away from the coast, heading back to New Orleans, and you can see behind me just how rough the seas are. The ship has been rocking back and forth quite a bit, and it's really good napping weather. The temperature has dropped quite a bit as well over the last couple hours. It's probably in the 60s right now. Earlier, maybe 4 hours ago, it was close to 80, if not more than that. So it's been really, really bad weather today. Definitely a day to do things inside the ship, which is what we're taking advantage of. So maybe have a nap, go to the spa, play some games in the casino. We'll see. Not really sure what we're going to get up to this for the rest of the day. No shows planned tonight. Last night we saw the $1 Million Quartet, which was really good. It's not my cup of tea in terms of music style, but the performing was great. It was just a really good show overall. So definitely, even if you may not like Elvis type music in that era, I would still suggest you to go see the show. Because, like I said, the performing was really good. There was some comedy in it. It was just really well done. So the shows on board the ship have been better than I thought they would be. I've always known Royal Caribbean to have fantastic shows, but Norwegian is definitely putting up a fight in that category. So go check it out. So this is our unfortunately last and final meal of the cruise. Here we are in the Tropicana room again for dinner. We went up a little while ago to the buffet and had some soft serve ice cream, which is always a good snack before dinner or after dinner or anytime really. So you can take a look at the menu here and let me know what you would be having in the comments. For me, I think the crispy cream cheese wontons and the classic Caesar salad looks good. Got the classic entrees, which of course never change throughout the cruise. They kind of stay the same. And then you've got the featured selections always in the top right corner. So for the main course, the beef sirloin medallion sound good. So does the chicken piccata. But let me know what you'd be having. So our waitress knows us very well. And we've only sat at her section twice so far. So she knows to bring us extra beverage because we some thirsty girl. You like your Mountain Dew, don't you?
I love it.
All two glasses of that.
It's good.
What game are you playing?
Wordscapes.
What level are you?
468.
It's pretty impressive.
It's a lot.
Did you get the word stoop? Soup?
Soup.
No soup for you.
Soups.
And here's my 2 Diet Pepsis. And some bread. Here we have the crab rangoon and some Caesar salad. Looks delicious. How is it, good? Yummy?
This is the first thing I've put in my body that is green, that is not Mountain Dew.
And how does it taste? Does it make you feel good?
Nourishment.
I apologize for the terrible music. This is just awful music right now.
This macaroni salad's really good.
So I ended up getting the, what did I get? Sirloin tenderloins and chicken piccata. Trevor got the pork spare ribs, but I have to tell you, the music tonight is just terrible. The group that is singing cannot sing in tune, unfortunately. It's quite different than the past 4 nights, which we've had really good music. So I'm not really sure what happened or why they switched the band, but it is what it is. So unfortunately, this is where our lovely cruise ends. We're almost back in port now. We're about 2 hours delayed. Last night was really, really windy. Huge waves, as you saw earlier in the vlog, and also really strong winds, obviously, but that, I guess, delayed us being able to enter the Mississippi River, which is the route that you need to take in order to get back to New Orleans. So there was a lot of traffic apparently, and that also delayed us, in addition to somebody needing to be airlifted off the ship. So all of those things have led to us being about 2 hours late getting back into New Orleans. It's going to probably mess up a lot of people's flight plans, but you know what, it is what it is, and actually get to sleep in a little bit longer, so that's nice. So we've got some pastries and stuff that we took from the buffet last night to have for breakfast, and we're just packing up, getting ready to head back to home sweet home in Charleston. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the vlog. If you like what you saw, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.